Welcome back in another episode, Sundays with Rob, and we got a special guest, Corey. Correct? I might pronounce things a little bit
No,
different,
that's
so.
perfect. Always
so
perfect.
so tell us something about yourself.
My name's Corey. I'm from California. I live in Slow County, so that's like the Pismo Beach area. We got a pretty big fight and jujitsu scene here. It's MMA and jujitsu. And yeah, I'm originally from the Stockton area, but I've lived here about like 5 years, and I've been training out of Virtus Jiu-Jitsu for 5 years. And yeah, I'm a jujitsu competitor, and I'm looking forward to telling you about my journey today.
Oh yeah, go for it, man. We all ears. I like to meet the new people, especially for the whole group. Evo. There is
Yeah.
plenty of great guys, skilled guys, amazing people over there. So I'm more than happy to hear something about you.
What would you like to hear, brother?
Everything. How you even started with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? It's not something really common, not even these days, to be honest.
Not really. Yeah, it's still a pretty it's getting more popular on the internet, but still a low percentage of people train.
Right.
But actually, I started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I found out about it because of my brother. So I have an older
Okay.
brother. He's 26. I'm 21. And when I was like 11 years old, so like 10 years ago, he trained for probably 8 months. He got his 3 stripes, 4 stripes on his white belt. But he would
Okay.
come home every day and put me in his guard and arm bar me because I'm 5'9", he's 6'3". So he would just wrap me up in guard and beat his little brother up every day. And that kind of made me fall in love with jujitsu. Um, Unfortunately, my father passed away like a year into my brother doing jujitsu. I was about 12, he was 17. And then my brother moved out, he became an adult, and I was still a kid. So I went to military school from like 12 to like 17. I was in a few different programs, and we trained hard in those programs. Wrestling, boxing, jujitsu. One of them was in Missouri. We did a lot of wrestling and boxing there. And then one was in Tijuana, and it was a lot of Mexican boxing and jujitsu because there was a Nogi jujitsu competitor there. And then I left Tijuana when I was about 17, came to Slow County area, Paso Robles, and immediately found Virtus Jiu-Jitsu. It's ran by my godfather, Eric Franco, and I've been training Jiu-Jitsu for 5 years consistently almost now. In January, it'll be 5 years. So since 17, I've been competing and doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu just because I've always wanted to be a fighter. And, I found Virtus when I came here, and I've been training ever since.
So you think you're gonna stay just with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or you're gonna try to go a little bit more MMA?
I get asked that every day, honestly. And I'm a decent fighter. I boxed a lot. I gotta learn my head kick defense a little bit. I leave my hands low like a boxer maybe and move the wrong spots. But honestly, I'm just so interested in grappling, and you really need your sharp mind if you want to be a person. Look at J Flow. He's always teaching seminars. He's traveling the world with his family, at a high level teaching people. You need your brain for that. You can't be getting punched in the head all the time. And I get real bad headaches when I spar too. So I don't know. It depends. You can make money doing jujitsu in 2026, I feel like. So that's kind of my goal.
I think so. These days you can make money anyway. You look at all of those
Yeah.
morons on internet, and they make money. And
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but
No, it's
some
true.
people
It's
shouldn't have
true.
actually. So, um, what's the biggest achievement so far that you have? Like,
Oh man, honestly, I haven't. So I've competed probably 15. I spilled some drink in my eye. I've competed probably 15 times. So, like that's probably 30, 40 jujitsu matches throughout tournaments and stuff. Um, oh, one second. Let me grab this real fast.
okay,
Sorry, I have a turtle. My turtle was upside down. I had to go fix him. A little baby tortoise. Um,
got you, got you.
I've competed in some jujitsu cage matches for the local MMA scene. I actually have one this Friday that I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm looking forward to that. And those are like honestly easy for me. That's I'm very comfortable doing those. I'm not getting hit in the head. I get to show what I've been working on. So I'm excited. I'm not really nervous for that. I'm excited to just show my skills. But I would say the biggest achievement is being a part of Virtus's community. We used to be
Right.
Gracie Baja, and I don't want to say any bad stuff about anybody, but we opened our own gym and we call it
Right.
Virtus, which is uh Latin for virtue, like the Roman Catholic virtues. And we've built an amazing community. My godfather, Eric Franco, my coach, Cooper Ford. So we built an amazing community. We have like 100 adult students, maybe 200 adult students, and then so many of their children. So we've built a huge we've made a ripple, and we kill it in tournaments. We got little girls that are almost world champions. We have teenage girls that are world champions at blue and purple belt. Our adult category always gets like number one. Our kids nogi category always gets number one. So just being a part of this awesome community, all my teammates compete a lot more than me. I just love being a part of it, training with
It's
them and building
it's
something from scratch. We really built our own gym
almost
from scratch.
it almost sounds like the only thing it's missing is the perfect skincare products to keep you protected.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We need some soap, man. We need to get some stuff to keep our skin clean on the mats. We do our
We're
foot
gonna
bath before we step on, but we need
yeah,
soap.
yeah. We're gonna talk about this outside the podcast. I'm not using the podcast to promote the company. It's not the
No
goal.
worries. Dude,
Yeah.
I've since picked up MMA training again for the past 3 to 4 months to help my friends do their MMA debut on Friday. And man, I'm getting acne. I've never gotten acne before, but I'm training so much. I need
Right.
to use the proper soaps.
I got you. I got you. What I was about to ask you, and I forgot. Oh, this is like lately completely bugging my mind. What's going on with a lot of fighters these days and coming back to God, the all religious, the faith? It's phenomenon for me, for someone who I wouldn't say I'm not believer. I would say I don't believe in church. I
Okay.
don't believe in system. I
Yes.
believe there is higher powers. We can call universe. We can call God, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, most likely we're talking about the same thing. But something that is completely blowing my mind is how many fighters recently
Yes.
showing the love for faith, the love for God, the love for Jesus Christ. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
blowing my mind.
especially Jesus Christ.
Why? Why? Why this movement is so popular? What's going on?
Okay, as a young man who's extremely religious myself, and that is the base. My Catholicism, my Christianity is the base for everything I do. I'm an
Okay.
entrepreneur. I don't have a job. I work for myself and me and my mother. We live together. We work hard and make money. Um, I'm an athlete and I'm a Christian. So what I would say, number one, it's generational. My generation is turning to God. But as an athlete who's dealt with the trials and tribulations of combat sports, in my generation, grappling is very aggressive. It gets you hurt. It's not like we're not playing patty cake. We're not pulling guard. We're doing heavy takedowns. We're scrambling. We're trying to choke you. We're ripping shoulders. So I've been in bed months at a time with rib injuries and shoulder injuries. And as a Christian young man who does not put God first sometimes, and puts all my focus, all my effort and spiritual and physical, mental energy to my combat sports instead of Jesus, I feel like you can get injured. You can not have the protection, not have that sharpness that you have where your mind and your body's just fighting for you on the mats when you're not putting God first. And he'll punish you. He'll let you get I've had serious shoulder injuries where I'm in bed, not able to wipe my own butt with my right hand, in bed for a month at a time. Only thing I could do is pray and read my Bible. That's the only thing you could do when you're in bed with a dislocated rib, not being able to sit yourself up, you know? So I think all these young men are realizing if we're going to be in this sport where you need to be meditating to keep your mind sharp, you need to be having confidence in this crazy thing we're doing. The only thing that gives us confidence in a sense of protection is Jesus Christ. What else is going to make you feel like a champion? I don't have a father. A lot of these young men, they don't have fathers. This is our spiritual father making us feel like champions before we're ever even a champion. I think we need that guidance from God, that protection, because if we don't follow Christ, it doesn't go well for us.
I think so. Just to stop you here. I think so. We need the guidance in general, not even spiritual, but we as a man, we need guidance in general. Whatever is happening right now with the new society, the way how men's behave, not even mentioning the way how females behave. Jesus Christ, it's beyond me. Um,
Tell me
we
about
need
it,
some
brother.
guidance. We need the guidance, and we need this guidance as soon as possible. Um,
Yes.
like from my perspective, my point of view, I'm always telling people you don't have to agree with me. I truly don't care at the end of the day because I believe I'm trying to do everything the correct way, even if sometimes not coming out the perfect way. But we have to stop this whole idea that as a man you have to fight your fight alone.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
It, it's just ridiculous that we're being brainwashed, programmed, indoctrinated into
Mhm.
becoming selfish prick and
Yes.
do everything by yourself, not really caring about other ones. And this is the worst part. I went on Instagram and, if you're going to listen to a couple of my previous podcasts, I'm openly can talk about my, attempts of committing suicide, of
Mm.
uh, being in heavy depression. This is the moment that you truly need your brotherhood. This is the moment that you
Yes.
truly need your brother. It's the whole stupidity of social media these days when you're hearing these guys, oh, you have to be lone wolf, you have to do everything by yourself, nobody gonna help you. When this is the last time that you heard something like that in army? In
When has
army,
any successful human being ever had done it all by themselves? They've always had
never.
daddy help them or somebody help them.
Right, right. And I'm going back to the army thing because even that I wasn't in the army, my whole
But
life
we're
was
martial
kind of
artists. We're around military men.
right, right. And my whole life I was always surrounded by either military people, mixed martial art people, and you have to be around those people. You have to feel that someone got your back, so you can you
Yes.
can you, you can function properly. At the same time, you have to make sure that you're someone's back too, in case of the shit gonna go south.
Yeah,
Because
you have to be the brother as well.
right, and we live in society right now that literally every single thing is against the men. Men have masculine toxicity.
Yes.
Men have to do this. Men have to provide. Men have to protect. Men are pigs. Men don't do this. Every
But
single thing right now.
at the same time that we're pigs, right? They dress crazy. And so then, they don't help us. Why would we help the man? And that's something that they teach in the faith of Christianity. You can't sit there and call men pigs when you're dressing in a way that doesn't help your brother as a female.
Right. Yep.
If we're Christians or even and I like to, as a Christian, I do like to always relate everything to Christianity. But if you take that away from the conversation and you're even a loving, kind individual who treats everybody like your brother or sister, why would you not try to help them, with their struggles?
Yeah. I
Whether
I
that's
think so that
depression,
that
anxiety,
right.
or struggling with lust.
I think so. There is a lot of components going into it. We kind of lost the empathy. Um, we lost the willingness of helping people. Like I said, social media are huge of on making you going through life by yourself, not caring about anyone else, and that's huge goal. They making sure that either you're gonna destroy someone or you're gonna get destroyed at the end of the day, and it's ridiculous in my
Yes.
opinion.
It's a
Um,
dog eat dog society.
right, right, and like I said, I was always surrounded by those people. I kind of lost this connection with many in past couple of years. I became father about 14 years ago. I got
Mm.
two amazing kids, hands down the best kids, I
Amen.
could ask for. They both in sports. My son is extremely conservative. You would love to talk to him. Like
Yeah,
he's extremely conservative, and
I like that.
I always telling people like many times he would call out his mom or his sister like, "You're not gonna wear this, right? You're not gonna go outside like that." And he is
You're
very,
like, thank you,
listen,
son. Thank you, son. I don't have to do it.
and he's right now 14, but he was saying this when he was already like 10, 12. Amazing
Wow,
guy, and he's gonna go
that's
places.
God in his heart, man.
Oh, dude, he's amazing. Like I know that parents always gonna say those same things, but I cannot complain, and I never heard anyone complaining about my son. Even that I
He's
know he does sometimes stupid stuff. He's a kid,
yeah, he's got that little baby testosterone in him.
yeah,
He's gonna do dumb things.
but he would never harm anyone. So I'm
No,
already happy with that.
amen.
Going back to the whole society. I went to support one of my guys. He's ex-military, and
Okay.
was me, couple of his friends, his coach, and we went to New Jersey IFBJJ, and
Yeah, I beat your JF.
yeah, 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 yeah. And we have amazing time. That was his first time competing after 20 years.
Wow,
And guess what? He won. He's dude. He's machine. But it's
he's
not the
good.
it's not, that's not what I'm trying to talk about. We went to the restaurant to celebrate his victory, and we start talking. We always have deep conversation. And at some point, he was like, "Dude, I will take a bullet for you."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't hear this shit. You literally
No,
you don't. And it's kind of
no.
like it brought me back to my times when I was back in Europe, back in Poland when I was kid.
Mm.
We had those tribes, we have those groups that we will die for each other. You don't
Yeah,
have this stuff. You don't have this stuff.
not
I
very
can bet
common
your
in
ass.
America.
I think so. It's not common anywhere these days.
Yeah.
And
And I was born in 2004. So imagine a kid like me who grew up with, a little bit of a rough childhood and then lost his father at 12 and then grew up in programs in military schools. I've never had that until jujitsu. Until
right.
jujitsu. There's people at jujitsu. My brother Evie, he's making his MMA debut this Friday. He's been working his butt off. He's a stud of a wrestler and an amazing jujitsu grappler. And he just started striking maybe 6 months ago total, probably. And I've been boxing for 7 years, and he's going hand to hand with me. He's gonna dominate on Friday. Me and him it
Awesome.
would easily. The first thing we would do is help each other out. If we saw each other in a street fight or something like that, we're helping immediately. We're taking bullets. We're
Awesome.
we're helping.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that because, like I said, there is not too many of this type of connection
Mm-mm.
relationships between the guys. It's ridiculous in my opinion. Um, it's and going back to the whole mixed martial art, I believe that mixed martial art by itself is extremely important in raising the young generation.
Yes, yes, I agree. And I think a lot of my generation, thankfully, is taking it up. My generation loves jujitsu. We love MMA. We love kickboxing, and thankfully I'm noticing, and I'm not hating, but for the safety of our brains, boxing is becoming less popular for new generations to start. You do have your Rollies and your Ryan Garcias, but those guys have been boxing since they were 4 and they're 26. A
Right.
lot of my generation aren't starting their martial arts journey with boxing. I started my martial arts journey when I was 14 with boxing. The first thing I consistently did was big glove Bay Area boxing. So like it messes your brain up, getting hit in the head so many times in a round for so many rounds.
Yeah, but if you're gonna look at even Ryan Garcia, even Floyd Mayweather, it shows that you can avoid all of those blows. You just have to be smart with it.
Yeah, you have to be very active. Very
Yeah.
active. Yeah.
So
But then
so
look
so
at a guy like Muhammad. Muhammad was very active and you didn't see anything until he was older.
Yeah, but with Muhammad Ali was couple other components going into, not even mentioning that he was what, 205 when he was fighting.
Yeah, he was pretty big, huh?
So we talking about heavyweight. Even if this is
Yeah,
only one blow, it's a heavyweight. So
yeah, yeah.
let's be real. Like I'm pretty sure that
Putting
every single
thousands
person.
of pounds of pressure behind that punch.
Exactly. We got, there's plenty of guys with probably, 200 plus pounds that would literally break your skull with one good accurate hit.
That's so scary, huh?
It
For
is.
a guy
It is.
like me too, I'm like a decent fighter. I'm young. I'm not no pro or anything. I'm very amateur level on everything. Um, but I have decent knockout power. I'm only 160. I got good power, and it's insane for me to think that a man maybe 40 pounds heavier and 2 inches taller could just break your skull with like an elbow or something or a good cross.
Yeah, that's
It's
that's it,
terrifying.
but that's pretty amazing too if you're gonna think about it.
No, yeah, like a Francis Ngannou. Imagine one of us getting hit by that. You probably wouldn't wake up, and people fight that guy.
Yeah, but with the Francis Ngannou, we saw that he can be beaten, and it's nothing
Who beat? I
special. You
forget
just
who beat him. Oh, in boxing, in boxing.
So he got beat in boxing, and he got beat in UFC with the Stipe Miocic,
Oh,
the
Stipe
first
did beat
fight.
him. Yeah, Stipe's a dog though, and he's big too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a
So
firefighter, American firefighter. So that's
yeah,
you got hard.
phenomenal guy, hands down. Amazing dude.
Hey, I
But
saw
like I
you did
said,
a podcast with Smiling Sam the other day. How did that go, man? I love that guy.
so
He's so funny, dude.
so this is my take. I'm I hate to be on camera. Whatever we do right now, I'm extremely uncomfortable. I'm telling you right now.
Really?
I hate my voice. I hate
No, your voice
how I
is
look.
very intriguing. It's not American. Americans love non-American voices.
This is what I heard, but
Yeah, it's true.
yeah.
It's true. Dude, it's true.
All right. And the fact that he was willing to even do the podcast with me. So the whole thing was kind of funny because he called out this idiot, King Azuli.
Yeah, oh gosh, I hate that dude. Yeah, the Azule, yeah.
So I made a comment and he responded to the comment. So I was like, you know what? Let me send him some samples of my product.
Oh, very nice of you.
Right. And
Yeah.
he responded, I'm more interested in the podcast with you. I'm like, really?
Dang.
I'm like, let's go. Let's do it. I'm all for it, man. Like
Yeah, he just did
this
karate combat with what was that gentleman that he fought? He's an ex-UFC fighter as well.
Uriah Hall.
Yeah, dude, that was a scary fight, man. Woof. I can't believe that's Alvy's doing that to himself still.
Oh yeah, and the fact that when I talked to Sam, he was like, "Dude, I'm still not fully recovered from that spinning kick."
You couldn't breathe, right? Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, and I've been there. I have a bad rib. Doesn't really pop out, but it's bad, dude. Yeah, you can't breathe for a month, 2 months.
Yeah, and listen, you went against I believe Uriah Hall is one of the best kickers.
Mm.
He got
He's good
amazing
with that
power.
spinning back kick, huh?
Oh, dude, that's one of the worst things you can get hit with.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So
Man, my turtle is misbehaving. You want to see this thing?
yeah, show me that thing.
How do I turn this around? Maybe I just show you like this. It's a red tortoise.
So that's the one that's gonna bite you.
No, he doesn't bite. He's very nice. It's red. See, his name is Raphael, like the Ninja Turtle.
Makes sense.
Yeah, he keeps getting himself stuck right there. I gotta move this maybe, and then he won't do that. Okay, now he's safe. Sorry about that. That's
Oh
my little
dear.
guy. I don't want him to get stuck.
Hell yeah. We have to care about our pets, man.
Oh, dude, I have a whole chicken farm outside, man. That's a whole nother so many ducks and chickens.
Nice. Proper food. I got you. I got you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Healthy, real food, not that grocery store slop.
Right. And yeah, we're gonna go back to the whole food thing. But just quick going back to
I'm
Sam
down,
and
yeah.
the podcast with him. The guy is fucking down to earth. Amazing dude. We had nice, quick 35 minutes conversation. I don't know if you saw the clip when he called out all of Dagestanian running gear and being on
Yeah,
enhancement
I
drugs.
like that clip. That's very true. I think it's true. EPOs for sure for cardio, at least.
Listen, people can. I was in the I was in MMA world for a long time. I was in
Mm,
bodybuilding for a long time. If anyone believes that you can go high in your career without at some point using something to help you out,
they're
I got a
stupid.
bridge for sale in New York. I got title for it. I can sell you the bridge, bro. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
you know, you just can't. And I got
I'm
nothing.
21 and I take BPC 157 to survive, bro. I'm
Yeah,
21 and I've had
we
enough
all,
injuries that I need peptides.
but peptides are a little bit different. Peptides working on your
Yeah.
neural system, triggering your own body to produce what you have to produce. But
Thank you.
anyway,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
we can
People hate on me, bro. They're
we
not
can
educated.
we can talk about this later on. I'm heavy involved into peptide world, like heavy.
Oh,
At some point, maybe not under Red Monkey because I wanna keep my name extremely clean, and I love what I did with the Red Monkey. But at some point,
good job, by the way, brother. Killing it.
appreciate it. At some point, I'm gonna have to bring those peptides to you guys because you cannot be constantly ripped off by online stores. I'm sorry, like respectfully,
Very
peptides
expensive.
are cheap.
Thank you. Yes. Dude, I
We
get
from
charged like $80 to $300 a vial sometimes.
so we will talk outside the podcast about that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what I was saying, I do not have anything against people who using enhancement drugs.
Yeah.
And this going back to what you said about the real food. We have to realize that whatever we eat on the daily basis, extremely lowering our testosterone levels. It's
Mm.
throwing out of balance your estrogen. It's damaging all of the levels that's supposed to be somewhere there. We are way below. So when people saying, "Oh, he's using enhancement drugs to get better," sometimes they're using enhancement drugs to just go to the default levels.
Yeah,
Huh?
dude, they're so ran down by their fight camp and their training. They're just
Right,
trying to feel
right.
okay.
And then you got all of the shitty food, all of the shitty drinks, all of the skincare products on the market. It's full
Mm.
of hormone disruptors. People have to
Yeah,
wake
it's
the fuck
shoving it
up.
in their skin.
And skin is the biggest organ on your body, 70%.
I can't use aluminum deodorant. It makes my lymph nodes get the size of a golf ball, and I can't use my arms. I can't even
So
use my arms.
I got something for you. We're gonna talk later on.
Yes,
Um,
sir. Heck yeah.
um, we are being damaged by big corporations, all of those companies. And for someone who say, "Oh yeah, you know, you're injecting testosterone," yes, because you killed my levels. Your
Yeah,
company killed my levels. Your
generationally.
right, like levels these days. 22 years old guy got the levels of the 90 years old guy in 1950.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Look at the charts that is presented to the patients by the doctors. Every single year, they dropping the average numbers of testosterone. So you can stay in the average levels.
Oh my gosh.
For
So
example,
they're
right
literally
now, I
like the
think so.
cholesterol, making the average cholesterol way lower than it used to be. It used to be able to be in the 2 to 300 range, but
There
now
is
that's all changed.
there is amazing study done by the Japanese people, and
I
in
love the
order
Japanese.
for you to be healthy, your cholesterol have to be 350.
Mm. Mm. And notice all their cuts of fish and meat are the fatty cuts. Fatty tuna, fatty salmon belly, wagyu steak.
Yep,
They know
yep.
what they're doing, and none of them are fat. They're all Olympian judokas and championship boxers. People need to
Yep.
wake up, man. We're being fed garbage in America 90% of the time.
We're being fed garbage all over the place. America, you have to remember one thing, and that's just my theory. Let's keep it like that. in my opinion, America as itself was created as an experimental country. And what I'm saying by that, they gave you American dream. They brought every single nation, every single religion, every single ethnicity, right? And
Yeah.
they brought all of the biggest corporation so they can test the drugs on every single type of person.
Yep. Literally. Oh my goodness! Don't even get me started on those the breast milk trials that they did to the ghetto to get them to stop producing their own breast milk, and then they didn't give them the supply anymore, and then their babies starved to death because they couldn't. Yeah. Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
America's been a corporation test.
right, right. And the worst part is that people who make money, they becoming face of some certain product and they fine with it. That's the
Yeah.
worst part. They fine with it. I had a couple guys approaching me lately on Instagram. Why are you using AI? That looks shitty. You should hire someone to give you review. Why I'm gonna spend 50K to get someone who is known
Yeah.
to say bullshit?
That's stupid. I agree with that. That Moneyberg guy, you know Derek Moneyberg, right? The
Yeah.
jujitsu guy that wears socks. Okay, I'm kind of intelligent with how I market my jujitsu Instagram. Since I was 17, I've been doing jujitsu cage matches, and I post it. I make it look like I'm more legit than I may be. You know what I mean? It makes
Okay.
it look like I'm a real fighter on Instagram. That guy's been
Okay.
stalking me for 4 years. Recently, he tried to get me to do a market mastery course, and he tried to charge me $6,000. Okay. And I kept telling them, no, I'm not going to give you $6,000. I already have stocks invested in SpaceX right now. And they were trying to manipulate me. They were saying, SpaceX is never going to go up. You're going to lose your money. You need to sell it right now and pay us $6,000 so you can have confidence in your stocks. And then he blocked me. I'm like, whatever, bro. You could block me all you want. And then after like 24 hours, he unblocked me and kept stalking me again. So then he just stays wanting $6,000 from everybody, obviously.
This being said about this guy, and I kind of I cannot like stand this guy. This is another King Azuli idiot.
Yeah.
Uh, look at amount of fitness influencers, amount of brotherhood influencers. Um, this is what
Brotherhood
pissing me off.
influencer. I like that term. I've never heard that before. I like that.
Yeah, so this is what pissing me off. I was in really deep depression, and I need people to help me out, even that I wasn't able to reach out.
Yeah.
What those motherfuckers do, and I'm gonna call them motherfuckers, if they can kiss my white ass, and if they wanna
Yes,
step out
sir.
to the ring, I'm more than happy to whoop their asses, each one of them.
I
You
love it.
cannot, you cannot tell me we gonna help you, we gonna be your brotherhood, join us, and then ask me for $400 a month to be in some type of group.
Yeah,
You,
man.
you either wanna help me or you wanna just fuck me over,
And steal all my money and make my life more anxiety filled because I have bills to pay.
right? And it's ridiculous that we cannot create like regardless of the company, what I'm doing with the soap and all of that, my company is not about that. My company, it's about creating brotherhood, bring
And
back integrity, bring
I
back
love that. I love
loyalty.
that.
And I'm connecting with so many people. Like, listen, I just connected with you. There is no way we would ever connect if not Red Monkey.
Now, what state are you in right now?
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, see, I'm in California.
There is
Never
no
would
way.
have. No.
Never. But you think kind of like I think. There is plenty of other people who think alike. And somehow we all getting together. Slowly but surely we're getting together.
The Lord, bro, it's God.
I cannot disagree with that. I cannot. And this being said, we have to start exposing those fucking idiots. We literally
Yes.
have to we
Yeah,
have to
dude.
go.
Unfortunately, people like Gordon Ryan, and I'm not hating, okay? These people are champions. Gordon Ryan, Hoist Gracie, right? These champions don't care about the sport anymore. Why? Because they're rich. They've done everything they're ever going to do in the sport, and the sport doesn't give a fuck about you. It cares about the next big thing. So they have no problem getting paid $1 million to put on the Moneyberg shirt and go talk for 2 hours with him. Hoist Gracie does it all the time, and Gordon Ryan does that all the time. And then Jake Shields gave him his black belt because he's a millionaire. His name is Moneyberg. It might as well be Steinberg. You know what I mean? Like, come on. So
Let's not get this podcast canceled.
I'll be careful. I'll be careful.
Listen, the good thing, my podcast is not monetized and will never be. So there is no censorship. We good. Like I
There we
said,
go.
just right here, it's showing people that I don't give a fuck about money. Not that I
Yeah.
don't need money. I don't give a fuck. I'd rather have real conversation with you and show people what's truly going on instead of make money. And like you said, I'm disappointed in all of those people who took the money to be a fucking puppet. This is completely not my goal at all. And
Oh,
if
yeah.
if you're gonna talk to some people who know me longer, they will tell you that I was never about the money. And the whole red monkey movement, because I call this red monkey movement at the moment. If I'm gonna make money, I will take care of my athletes. If
Yeah.
I will make money, I will create perfect places, perfect gyms that, let's say, if you're gonna fly from California and you're gonna have 6 guys with you, you can come to my gym and sleep at the gym. I'm gonna have places like apartments
That would be
built in.
so nice. That's what the
So
martial artists want around the world.
yeah, and I'm trying to build it. I want people to live their life based on what they like to do.
Yes. That's what God designed us to do. Live to live, not work to live and live to
Right.
work. You don't do that. You live to enjoy yourself and have family. You labor. We're made to labor, yes, but not work for we work for our own. We labor for our own benefit and for the ones
Right.
that we love's benefit,
Exactly. So this is
not
what I'm
for
trying to
big
do.
pharma or the man.
Exactly. So this is what I'm trying to do with the company, and I hope so. A lot of people are gonna jump on board with that
Oh yeah, dude.
because what people don't realize that my success is their success. Their
Yes.
success, it's also my success. It's not like you're taking money away from me while
Yeah,
you
there's no
making money.
scarcity mindset necessary.
Once again, we're going back to social media. All of the stupidity of being lone wolf, all of the stupidity of you have to grind 90 hours a week, don't sleep, don't eat, do the drugs. You have to run 24 hours. Fuck that shit. For
No, dude.
24 hours, what I want to do, I want to train, eat, sleep, and repeat. This is what I want to
Yeah,
do.
watch a movie, hang out with my cats, and train, bro.
Yeah. And be around the people that I love and I trust. Be around my kids.
Yes.
But like I said,
And not feel guilty for it. Not feel so weighed down by the grueling, grinding nature of this current society that you feel like you're being lazy.
right, right. It, yeah, yeah, yeah. No worries. This app is phenomenal. Gonna stitch everything, so it's all good. Um,
Do you mind if I grab a cup of water really fast?
go do your thing, my man.
Perfect. I'll be right back.
Huh?
All right, brother, I'm back. Sorry about that.
All good, my man. I know that you got to drink. You got to hydrate yourself.
Got a high. It's toasty, man. It's like 100 degrees in California, and I got a swamp cooler in this house.
Trust me, it's not a lot better in here.
Oh
So
yeah, you're in Pennsylvania. It gets humid, huh?
it's ridiculous for the past couple of weeks. It's like 100 degrees, humid. Then
Oof.
next day it's like 70. Like it's all fluctuating. It's
Up and
just
down.
weird. Yeah, yeah. But where were we? Calling out the whole pharma and all of the idiots.
And the Brotherhood, man, screw that Brotherhood. The Andrew Tate stuff and all those type of influencers need to stop it.
So for some time I was a little bit on the bandwagon with Tate.
Me too. For a second, he's very influential.
Right. And then I just realized that everything that he says, then you got all of this is the worst part. If you're trying to teach me to be rich, don't try to charge me.
Yeah. And their first thing they always say, just like the other gentleman that we were talking about a moment ago, they
Right.
say, never panic buy and never panic sell. Always hold on to your money and think about what you're going to do with it. And then the second they show you that free video or that free intro on telling you how to use your money, they're like, trying to get you to pay. Man, I'm psychologically intelligent. That school I was in Tijuana was filled with psychotherapists with degrees. Okay, I know a little bit of basic. You're trying to get me to freak out, panic, and give you all the trust. Not what's going
Right.
to happen. That's all they want you to do is give them your money. That's why they're rich, because they are on their phone 20 hours a day scamming tens of thousands of people for high dollars each. And it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. They don't need you to do it twice. They just need you once. There's 7 billion other people in the world for them.
Plus, whatever all of the money they're gonna get, they can multiply on the stocks, come back, do the same thing, come back, invest the money. You know,
Yeah.
the life is great for them. They never care about you, and that's the worst part. And when I'm watching all of those UFC fights, and I see all of those people in the first rows, I'm like, you don't
They just
deserve to
want
be there.
blood.
Yeah, you deserve to be there. You shouldn't be there. Those spots
Yeah.
should be for the
Maybe in the
people who.
nosebleeds, but not
Yeah,
up there, dude.
yeah, yeah. It's shame. In my opinion, it's such a shame that people that we look up to, they are a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's the reason why I'm trying to keep this low. And I said this multiple times outside the podcast, inside the podcast. Soap market, it's so huge. It's 20.27 billion a year. That's
Oh,
only
wow.
in the United States. Only United States is 27 billions of pure profit from doing soap. We have to wash ourselves, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If I can take 0.4% of the United States market, I'm going to be roughly making probably around, after taxes and everything, 200, 250 grand a month.
Damn.
So the main question is right now, what the fuck I'm going to do with this money?
Yeah.
Okay. And people are like, oh, you're going to buy cars because you love cars. You're going to buy bigger house. Why the heck I want to have bigger house if I don't want to clean the small one?
I know. That's, man, right? 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 I agree with that. 100%. You need another $1 million a fucking year to pay the maid. Like, come on.
Exactly. And when I'm telling people that I'm gonna put some money on the side for for the future, I'm gonna pay my bills, make sure my kids are okay. And my life right now, it's all about growing company, training, being around people, helping them out. I'm gonna grab that all of that money and I'm gonna invest back into the athlete. I'm gonna invest back into small gyms. I truly want to build something that nobody done before. And I want to do this the proper way. Instead of asking you for the money, I'm going to put out my own money.
Mm,
And I want people to trade. I want people to have facilities. They don't have to worry about $700 a month to
yeah.
pay.
Yeah.
And
Dude, in California, guess how much on average, without saying any information I don't know or anything that anybody would want me to disclose, the fees that my gym coach and owners pay probably $6,000 to $8,000 a month. It's not cheap to run a business in California. And that does
No.
not count utilities. That's rent, property rent.
Right. So how would you feel if I would buy the land, put the barn style building, 5,000 square feet, put the gym inside with the bathrooms, bring massage therapy person on board, and let you run that shit with my logo, my name on it, but it's your gym.
Me personally,
Bring your gym inside with
mm,
your name, but the whole building, it's still Red Monkey.
that would be amazing. Easily.
And
Amazing,
I'm not,
right? Why wouldn't that be good? That'd be
it, it,
beneficial for everybody.
this is what I'm saying. And people always like, why I would do that? I don't know, because
No,
you want
you
to
get,
grow.
unfortunately, you do get people that want to do everything themselves. And that's not how everybody grows.
Doing shit by yourself, and it's proven many times that will get you nowhere.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, I'm trying to do this business by myself, and the only half of the business that's succeeding is the bakery because me and my mom are doing that together, but my garden and my farm aren't doing very good because I'm only doing that.
You need some help. You got to get some people you
Exactly.
can trust. So, like I said, at the end of the day, we have to start thinking as a community.
Yes.
And I know it's going to be difficult because we got a lot of shitbags all around us. They're trying to screw you over all the time.
Yes.
But, you got your guy. You said his name was Easy? Easy? No,
Eb. His name is Ibrahim, but
Abraham. Yeah,
we call him Eb.
Eb.
Ibbie.
Right. You would trust him, right? Doing that.
Oh yeah, 100% easily.
So you got one person already.
Yes, sir.
And instead of him trying to grow something on his own, the same as you should connect and do listen. Let's help each other. Let's do something together.
Yeah, that's what we do with our social media. We share every single one of our posts, even if it's not even about each other. We're collaborating. Um, we have fights coming up on Friday, so we're resting this week, getting ready for Friday. But after Friday and after we rest from our fights, going to the beach, making content. We want to do a Sambo video because we got new MMA gloves. You know the Yabuko lace-up gloves?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just ordered a pair of those, and we want to like try to make content using those. And our jujitsu geese doing sambo MMA. We think
Oh,
that would get a lot of views.
hell yeah. And send me the link. I'm more than happy to share all of your content. I
Thank
don't
you,
care.
brother. Thank you. You
Always,
know, I had
always,
a
man.
question for you, brother. We can get back to this topic. I really like this topic, but I have a question for you. I
Uh-huh.
even wrote it down. Um, I want to know your personal opinion. You're a little bit of an older generation fighter. Okay, you didn't start. I started training consistently in 2020. Okay. So
Okay.
I've only been training almost 7 years. Okay. Um, I want to know your opinion about modern day, modern day mentalities, modern day training, and the streaming world that's being brought into the fighting community. So my question, if I could really break it down I want to ask like a few questions in one. Like a guy like Rampage Jackson, okay? He's done fighting, but he's a champion and he's very famous. He's fought all around the world, Japan, America,
Right.
okay? So a guy like him can get on a camera and he's very funny. Get on a camera and talk and people like that stuff, right?
Right.
But he has already done the hardest thing he will ever do. You know, fought those hard fights. My question to you is, what's your opinion on my generation? We take a different route oftentimes. We don't fight as much. We don't fight as hard. We take the streaming route a lot more seriously. You got modern guys, modern fighters, modern boxers that are making millions of dollars calling themselves fighters with 6 professional fights under their belt and no amateur, you know? And then these jujitsu guys or these MMA guys that don't fight very often because they're making so much money recording their journey. I think that's better for fighters. You're not going to be the best fighter in the world, but you're going to stay smart. You're going to be able to be smart in your old age, and you're probably going to make more money than any promoter would ever pay you.
Okay.
What's your opinion on all that?
So so you want the give me 1 second. Doing good? Staying safe? Fuck no. Behave. I will see you soon, brother. Um I got people driving by.
No worries.
So this is my take. And like I said, people don't have to agree with me. I'm not professional fighter. I didn't make millions. I went through a lot of bullshit in my life. I lost everything. Depression completely destroyed me. But I found myself, if I
Mm,
can say that.
yes, sir.
So so this is my take on the whole thing. Respectfully, if you fight less and doing streaming and this is the road you want to go, that's fine. But there is one thing: you're never gonna have the legacy of the true fighter.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to choose what you truly want to do, because you have to remember back in the days, fighters didn't make shit,
No, it was for legacy.
right? So what is more important for you, to have people talk about you for next 5, 6, 7 generations, or people forget about you because they just know how many millions you made? The
Mm.
moment they're gonna put you under the ground, you're nobody.
Yeah, there's a new YouTuber, there's a new millionaire. But there's
So
never gonna be a second Rampage Jackson ever.
right. So my question is to you, because you more about the streaming and stuff. I'm more about
I,
going and
I'm
break someone's
personally
jaw.
not. I personally am just trying to start doing that. I
Okay.
grew up very rough. I lost my father at 12. Grew up in military school. I'm a fighter. That's my thing, you know? I don't do
Okay.
MMA fights. I know how to fight. I know how to do MMA. I spar like every week. But I'm a grappler. That's my competition. But
Right.
man, if we're in 2026, I'm seeing people make way more money doing streaming. And I'm 21, but I feel 31. I have life experience enough to know that it'd be smarter to try to make money with social media
Okay. So
than go be a world champion fighter.
my question is really simple. Can you balance both things and still get some type of legacy and still make money?
Easily. Not easily, but yes.
Go for it.
Yeah. Mm.
Don't try to be Jake Paul,
No,
be-
never.
because he never gonna have legacy. He always gonna have legacy of fixing fights.
Yes, yes, yes.
Don't go for all of those KSI, whatever.
Yeah, that guy, yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, even if they're gonna go through training and they're gonna obtain some type of skills. I'm not saying Jake Paul is completely shitty, but I will never take him seriously as a boxer. I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah, no. Not when he's been
Um,
fixing fights his whole career. You cannot.
he can
Doesn't matter
afford
who
that
he's
shit.
fought.
Exactly. And even Sam said, listen, if Jake Paul wanna fight me, and I wouldn't throw the fight, but I can grab couple millions, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So right. Um I think so that the moment we choosing money, we becoming exactly the same people that everyone else in the same business. And
Yeah.
like I said, me personally, it's gonna sound bad, uh, clingy. I'd rather die poor than being sellout.
No, but why is that? That's because if we go back to the beginning of our conversation, when you were a little kid in Poland, you came from those places where you had brotherhood.
Right.
So that's who you are in your heart. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
how much money or who your wife is or who your children are now. In your heart, you're that little boy from Poland who came from that. Not what
Right.
you are now. You came from that. And that's what, guys like me and you have. I'm from the Bay Area in California. Very ghetto, drug dealing, biking, motorcycle gangs, violence, murder, rape, drugs. That's what I grew up around. And you know, it's a blessing that my father died so young because he was not a good man. And I
Okay.
found martial arts. And I'm a Christian man now. Me and my brother would never be the Christian men we are today if my father was still alive. We would be different men in a negative way.
So
You
we
know?
going back again to the faith, to God. Everything is happening for a reason, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 100%. I believe everything happens for a reason. No matter how traumatic it is in the moment, even if your child passes away, and I don't have children, so I'm not speaking from knowledge. But even if your child passes away and it's the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to you, what if something was going to happen to that child that they wouldn't be able to handle and the Lord took them home
You know
before the
that
traumatic event?
right. That's the way how we would love to think, but it's
Yes.
difficult. It's
Oh,
like it's
no, it's
extremely
not easy in
difficult.
the moment. It's easier said than done.
Right, right. And me being father to two amazing kids, I would rather die than
Yes.
see them die.
100%, very easily, yes. But imagine the tragedy would fall upon them. I lost my father at a young age. It's not easy. You know what I mean? Imagine the
Yeah.
tragedy. There's no getting around it. No getting around it. The only thing promised in life is death. So we must find purpose and help each other out.
And we're going back again to the brotherhood. We have to start talking about it openly. And
Yes.
regardless of all of those idiots on social media, I think so. I'm gonna enjoy doing content like you do, but I wanna bring a lot of content of the brotherhood. I
Mm,
wanna bring this back. I want to show
yeah.
people that we can be on the two different coasts and still be really close. We can have daily conversation. I just met the guy, KC. I don't know if you saw the podcast with him.
Not yet. I
Um,
got to watch it.
the most bizarre thing that ever happened. He approached me on Instagram about the sponsorship.
Mm,
And I was like, okay, I'm having at least 20 to 29, 49 people daily asking for the
mm,
sponsorship. And I was like, dude, I don't want to ride out with my son on the at the gym. Give me a call. Let's talk.
yeah.
And he's in Las Vegas. So there is no way in different circumstances I would ever meet the guy.
No, yeah.
So he called me, we start talking. 90% of his life, it's the exact mirror of what happened to me.
Really. It's almost extremely similar circumstance.
We went to different countries. We went through a lot of shit. We started doing construction. We got wives. He lost the kid, and
Mm.
I'm still truly sorry for that. I didn't, and I cannot even comprehend
Imagine
how
what that's
that.
like.
Right. Then he got divorced. I got divorced. We all have love to mixed martial arts. We all try to do something with the bodybuilding. We all have the same idea. The difference was he's extremely religious.
Mm, the
And
only
he
difference.
kind of, I wouldn't say he convinced me, but he threw a little bit of more light and showed me that whatever I think, it's already aligned with God, but I'm not calling this as
Uh-oh.
that was what was calling me.
Oh, okay, no worries.
Yeah. So
Oh, what were you saying, brother? That they opened the door for you?
so the way how he showed me
Oh.
his faith, it's literally that everything that I believe, but I never called that God, I never called that religion, I never called that faith.
Okay.
So we kind of think the same, we go by the same rules, we go by the same morals, but in his case, in his case, he called it by the name of faith and believing Jesus Christ. In my head was always universe, aligning frequencies, all of that stuff.
Mm,
So,
mm. Is the camera messed up for you, brother?
yeah, you got disconnected like the visually for a couple of seconds, but you're good right now.
Oh, okay. I can't. You're a very small box for me right now.
That's fine. At the end of the day, I think so. We're gonna be fine. That's the app thing doing
Oh, okay.
adjustment. Yeah, don't worry
Okay.
about it. Yeah. So,
No
like I
worries.
said, it's kind of weird that you said about tribulations and all of that, and I'm going through one right now for the past, I would say, a little bit over a year. And everything that I loved, everything that I believed I need was taken away from me.
Mm. Yeah, and that's what will happen. It's God literally calling you to spend time with Him. He's creating a void for you to fill. He's creating a loneliness, calling you to Him, isolating you, taking everything from you. This has been my life, and it's Him calling you to Him, and swooning your spirit. Our God is a God of love. Whatever God you believe in, it's a God of love. So He
Right.
wants you to all to Himself. And if He can't have you all to Himself with success, He'll take your success, make you learn how to spend time with Him before He gives you your success back. Like the book, are you familiar with the story of Job?
No,
You're not familiar with the story of Job in the Bible?
bring it in.
Really, brother? Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. I don't think I've ever met anybody who isn't familiar. Yeah, okay. You should look into this. It's spelled Job, like job, but it's a
Okay.
name, and his name is Job.
Okay.
Job is a man that was very extremely close to God. This is Old Testament, so before Jesus Christ came to earth. So it was just God the Father, okay?
Okay.
Very close to God. He was a farmer. He had like 20 children, a huge array of sheep and horses and cows and cattle, and a beautiful wife. Okay, and in the Bible, in the book of Job, it says that Satan himself went to God and asked permission to basically try to break Job's spirit. And God said, "You can try, do everything you want. You can kill his kids, take his cattle, kill his wife, basically do everything, but you can't kill Job. You could do everything, and God said He won't curse me." And the whole story, the devil is killing his kids with meteor showers. His cattle are dying. His wife is still alive, but his wife is saying, "Why don't you just curse God? Why are you still worshiping God? Everything is going, our children are dead. We're not making any money. Our cows are gone." All of his friends are saying that he should curse God. And all throughout this time, he's not. He's praying, he's being, faithful, and God gives him everything. At the end of the story, it's a very deep, complex story. I'm giving you
Okay.
just the surface of it. But at the end of the story, he stays faithful. He proves the devil wrong, never curses God, and God gives him everything in 7 times return. Multiple children are birthed under Job's name before he dies again. All his cattle's return. His life is restored at such a higher level, and then his rewards in heaven are plentiful. You got to look into the book of Job, brother. We're
I
called
will.
sometimes to suffer to grow closer to God and to glorify Him. Not out of hate for us. He loves us.
Right. And I believe we also, there is another part that I like to bring up. There's many times that we have to hit the rock bottom in order to become the best version of ourselves that
Yes,
possibly we
sir.
can.
You
So
need to, yeah, I would challenge you to read the Christian story of Job
I will.
whenever you have time.
I will. Trust me, I will. I lately when I'm talking to all of you guys, I'm taking everything in because I'm
Man,
not
with all due respect, imagine you pass away and God looks at you and says, "I was calling you and you didn't listen to me. You
right.
should have listened to me. I was calling you." It's a call. He's calling you, brother. He loves you. He wants to bring you out of the depression, man. He wants to be there for you. He wants to be your father.
Sounds amazing. And like I said, I'm open minded and I'm gonna do all of reading. You know, I even
I'm
start
gonna pray. I'm
praying.
gonna pray for you, Rob. I'm gonna pray for you, brother, because it's not easy, man. But we
Appreciate it.
need we need our father.
And we need brothers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we just have to like I said, we just have to step out from all of that bullshit, all of that noise that we are surrounded with, and
Yeah, all
truly
this technology.
Right. And we have to truly start following what we truly feel deep inside. Because as a man, I believe, as a man, we can step into the ring and beat each other up. But when we're done, we still love each other.
Love and respect and care for each other. Yes.
There's also reason why I was always pulled into MMA in general. Because there was many times that when it's coming to the street brawl and you fighting someone on the street, there is never mutual respect.
No, they're trying to kill you with the concrete.
Right. But when you step into the ring and you know those guys gonna go all out, regardless, they still gonna go all out. When everything is said and done, they becoming your closest brothers ever.
It's crazy. Yes. Even in grappling.
It's it, it's bizarre way, but I think so. There was always like that. We just lost this type of connection with between brothers. It's just. I know I'm old school. I'm not that old. I'm not falling apart yet. I'm old school. um, but always deep inside me, there was a feeling that we should never be alone as a man. And what
No,
I mean by that,
it's
not
not
even
how
as
we're
a
made.
partner, not even as a partner, not even as a family, but the brotherhood.
Yes.
Every single animal, they working in fucking groups. Why we can't do that?
We argue too much. We hate each other. It's impossible for us to work like a colony of bees or ants. We cannot.
Why we do that? That's my main question. Why we behaving that way?
It's the devil, brother. It's the devil. We were not created this way. We were created under God's image of light. The devil attacks the family at its core by making the father not pray for his children, raise the children poorly. The mothers are promiscuous. They're not supporting the family. They're not caring for the husband or the children. It's the devil. He's doing his job. His whole goal is to break us down through the family. Without family and brotherhood, we're broken. That's why solitary confinement is a punishment. That's why boarding school is a punishment. You know, you get taken and isolated out of your society and held in this little program away from the world, isolated. You know, it's the devil's goal to make us feel alone. And while simultaneously making us feel alone, distract us with so much noise and stimulation that even though we're alone, it's not quiet enough for us to hear the Father. You know, isolate you, but give you a cell phone. Put you in your
Right.
room by yourself, but give you YouTube. You know, so you feel depressed and alone, but you're not meditating to feel the connection, to feel peace. It's the devil. I firmly believe it's the devil, and the devil works through the government to attack
Oh,
us through our food systems, through our medication systems, through our doctoring.
that's 100%. And if you're gonna look at the one of my main ingredients in my product, it's called fulvic acid, FULVIC. I challenge you to do a little bit more research about spiritually of the component that I'm using.
The folic acid,
Fulvic acid, FULVIC, fulvic acid,
Fulvic.
fulvic. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna research that later. I got a whiteboard. I'm taking little notes for myself
Okay, that's fine. You know,
just for research and prayer. Pray for you. Okay, I had another question that's on my whiteboard. Can I ask you a question?
you can ask whatever you want as long I can answer. That's the thing. Sometimes I just don't have
You'll be
answers.
able to answer this one. It has to
Okay.
do with the Sam Alvey podcast slightly. It's the same topic that you guys maintained. Okay, so my question is, did you watch the Ian Gary versus Makachev fight?
The most boring fight I ever saw in my life.
I didn't. Okay, I watched it on my phone on an illegal website, so it was very buffering for me. So maybe it was boring, but I thought the little clips that I saw were nice. It was entertaining. But
So this is my take on the whole fight.
I have one question though, really fast.
Okay.
With your take, answer it with your take. Do you think that it was it was a size advantage Or do you think that Makhachev wasn't taking his EPOs and his peptides? Because he looked tired. And they usually take their peptides and their little EPOs and they don't look that tired. So what do you think about that?
So with watching the whole fight, and I really suggest to watch the whole fight.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I need to.
So I believe Ian Gary could win this fight easily.
Mm,
Easily. The way how he showed how he can show up in the fight in the round 3, 4, and 5, it just showed he can do it. And he stopped almost most of the takedowns. He was able to survive those takedowns. He was able to stand up and
very
release
impressive.
him. Really impressive.
Very impressive, especially for such a lanky guy with such manipulatable limbs.
Right. Now going back to the thing that you said, he was exhausted. He got at least, if I counted this correctly, he got at least 10 really, really heavy body kicks. This is gonna take your breath away.
Yes.
So
Okay.
this being said, I don't
Drugs or
even
no
think
drugs, you can't breathe with that. Yeah.
right. So the thing with all of the Dagestanian people, and I'm not being dick, I'm not professional fighter. Most
Hey,
likely
I'm
they
not a
would
fan of them, bro. They don't like Jesus, and I love my Jesus, so I'm not a fan of them. Americans can kick their ass all day long.
even moving the religion out. If you come into the MMA fight, don't lay down on another man.
Do jujitsu. Ooh, you there, brother?
Somehow we got disconnected.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
So, like I said, I get the point. It's Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I get it.
No. I meant they should just do jujitsu if they want to grapple.
Exactly.
That's what I
Exactly.
do. I love to grapple. I compete in jujitsu.
I think so. We're being disconnected all the time because the my phone is dying. But let's see if we can record more. And I'm gonna
No
sit
worries.
up. Um, like I said, like you said, they should do Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. They shouldn't be doing anything else. It's kind of, I wouldn't say disrespecting, disrespectful to go to UFC and only thing you do, you're constantly laying down on the guy, and they are amazing. They are amazing doing that.
Yeah,
But you came to the UFC, you came to do MMA,
a kickbox too. Yeah,
right? So, and even Makachev, he showed couple times he can throw some punches,
little taekwondo action.
right? But Ian Gary, it's phenomenal fighter. People don't give him enough credit, but he is phenomenal fighter. Um, And like I said, he could easily whoop Makachev ass. And he showed that in the third, fourth, and fifth round.
He's just
But
too
because
defensive in that fight, huh?
but because he lay down on him and they counted as a takedown and control of the fight. It's not control of the fight when you're laying down on another guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I I don't know. Like I said, I'm not pro fighter.
That's called defending yourself from getting knocked out.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
defending yourself from a scary striker, using your grappling to defend yourself from a better striker.
Right. And in my opinion, like I believe we should tweak the rules a little bit.
Point system would change it. If you took the wrestling point system away and the boxing point system away and made a new MMA rule set and well,
Right.
not rule set, a new MMA point scoring with its own MMA style grappling points, not wrestling or there's literally jujitsu points. If you like get a sweep, that's points. If you get mount, that's points. You get your hooks, that's points. You
Or
know, it doesn't make sense.
or do the separation. You counting jujitsu points and you counting striking points, MMA points. and then you adding all of them and going by
Mm,
that.
that would be good too.
I don't know. They have to change something because there's never gonna be Dagestanian champ, in my opinion, that won the fight standing.
No, and if anybody would have done it, it would have been Makachev on Saturday.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
what was
I
the
don't
other
think
guy?
it's gonna come next.
What was the other guy who fought Alex
In one
Pereira?
championship, right? Zabit or whatever.
Isn't the guy who fought Alex Pereira?
Oh,
What's
I
his
don't
name?
know.
What was his name? Yeah, whatever. But huge guy,
Paulo
185.
Costa.
No, Dagestanian guy.
Oh, I don't. There's not very many heavyweight Dagestanis.
So that was light heavyweight, right? That was 205.
Oh, I don't remember that one. Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, I know that guy. He's man, I forget his name.
But they fought.
Artur something.
Yeah, but they fought twice. The first fight he won by the points because looks like Alex Pereira he couldn't get his shit in.
Mm.
And the second one you saw that there was what 1 minute something and he got the guy down and whoop he's
Oh,
dead.
really?
Yeah, there was literally technical knockout.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not taking away any type of skills, hard work, sacrifice, discipline, all of that from Dagestani people at all. They are fucking truly hardworking
No,
mofos.
they're dogs.
They're dogs. But I cannot give them credit as an MMA fighter. I will give them credit as a wrestlers, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys, all of that, but not
You
as
know what I would
MMA.
call them? Point fighters, dude. They're point fighters. I call those people in grappling, they're called point fighters.
Okay?
Somebody who has amazing cardio and is really good at controlling you, but they're scared to try to submit you because if they throw a submission attempt, they're going to lose position. Now, the Dagestanis, they do submission attempts, but they are scared to try to knock you out because they don't want to get caught in the firefight. So
Right.
they fight for points. They'll take you down and use ride time and control time, which they've been doing their whole life in wrestling and sambo. It's the same rule set. So of course they're going to win it. They've been playing that rule set longer than us,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And I predicted Sean Strickland out wrestling Khabib, or not Khabib, sorry, Khamzat Chimaev, because I know he has good grappling. Everybody sleeps on it because he doesn't use it a lot. And I knew he was going to use the down block to get underhooks and out wrestle him. He made Khamzat pull guard. Khamzat shot for a takedown, got stuffed, and sat on his back.
Right. That, like I said, there is something has to change.
Yes.
I don't know how they can solve that. The same thing with the gloves and eye poke. There is a lot of things that have to be fixed and have to be fixed soon.
Yes.
So whatever they're gonna do, like I said, they have to happen really, really fast. And what was the other question? Because I forgot. We went so deep in this one topic, I completely forgot.
Um, was it about the EPOs? Like, what do you think did Hamza or not Hamza? Did Islam Makachev? Do you think he usually takes not steroids for muscle, but cardio enhancing EPO enhancers, so you don't get your forearms tired, so your lungs last longer? So you think it
So,
was the body kicks mostly?
so I will defend them a little bit this time. They are coming from Russia, and there's a lot of other tricks that can be done. I don't know if you're familiar with the baking soda trick.
No, I know that they know how to manipulate the vials for the Olympics. They
Uh,
got caught
so,
doing that.
so baking soda was one of the compounds that was completely banned from the Olympics in 1984.
Hmm.
If you're gonna digest flat teaspoon of baking soda 45 minutes before the workout, your stamina gonna increase by 100 to 200%.
Really?
And I recommend to everyone start
Hey, I'm
fucking
writing
use.
that down. Baking soda.
So baking soda, it's such an amazing compound that
How
let
much of it? A tablespoon?
yeah, but like a flat teaspoon,
A teaspoon?
right?
Dang.
So baking soda will increase amount of oxygen in your muscle.
Your red blood cell count.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. So it's banned from Olympics.
It
Huh.
was banned. It was banned since 1984. I don't know if they still banning that. Who the heck knows?
Probably not because maybe the government doesn't give us the good baking soda anymore.
Uh, you know, we can elaborate on that for another 45 minutes to figure this out. Um, Baking soda is one of those things. Another thing that people don't fucking realize, we've been fed the whole bullshit of recovery and not eating carbs before the sleep, right?
Oh gosh.
But we've been told not to eat carbs because you're gonna get fat and all of that shit. Reality is that your body needs carbs in order to recover properly and then need them
Yes.
exactly at night because carbs are easy to digest and they need less time than protein. That's one. Two,
Yeah, very true.
you need carbs in order to get your thyroid function properly. A lot of people have issue with the thyroid. Why? We're doing the keto diet. We want to cut
Oh,
weight. We don't want to eat that many carbs. Shut the fuck up. Our body was created to do carbs, fat, and protein.
yes. Yes. Simple carbs, unprocessed, wheat, flour, water, or whatever, honey, glucose, sugar,
Yep,
and protein, fat, you
yep,
know.
exactly.
That's that's all I eat. I barely I have chickens for eggs. I barely eat chicken. Every so often, maybe 3, 4 times a month. I'm eating steak every night. Fatty steaks, wagyu, ribeye, avocado, rice, and then honey before I train. I got organic honey. I'm chugging it before I train. If I don't, I feel like I have diabetes, dude. I'm shaking.
Yep.
You're lowering your blood sugar as a fighter. You need sugar.
There is a lot of things that we can
And
change in
then
our diet.
before I go to bed, I eat pasta sometimes because if I eat it before a workout, I'll throw up. I feel like I'm sick. But if you eat a clean, healthy pasta after training, your body eats it up.
Yep, yep. Like I said, there's a lot of things we can change in our diet and would make us to to become Dagestanian, if you want to call this that way. It's funny as shit, but
Nah, you gotta be the American farmer diet, dude. Eat like a bear, blueberries and fish and steak,
yep, yep, yep,
and
man.
nuts, honey.
Simple. Life it's all about simplicity, but we forgot that.
Yeah, people want to make everything so complicated and be on this next big thing. How do we make more money? How do we get more famous? Instead of just having peace.
Yeah, this is the one thing that we have to relearn. Go back,
Yes.
go back to the basic rules. Go back to the way how our grandfathers were eating.
Yes.
So this being said, brother, we got amazing content. I'm loving
Thank
it.
you, brother.
I will send you your own link with all of the videos. You can do whatever you want with it. I'm gonna make
Thank you.
I'm gonna make couple clips and use the AI caption, so it's gonna be cool to see with the captions and stuff like that. And
Perfect.
I hope so we can do this again because I'm pretty sure we got shitload of other topics we can.
Dude, I got plenty. I really enjoyed this. I got plenty of stuff I'd love to hear from you and plenty of stories I could tell you from my life journey, dude. Plenty
Amazing.
more cool stories.
And like I said, it's extreme honor to have people like you on the podcast because you're creating me right now. You
Thank you, brother. You're creating me too, dude. I got 700 followers right now. I'm trying to elevate so people could see what my goals are and my journey. So
we
I
will grow
appreciate you.
we will grow together. Don't worry about that, you know?
Thank you.
So stay
I'm gonna
safe.
pray for you too, Rob.
Appreciate it. I really appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Hey, send
You
me the
too.
links. I appreciate you and tag me and everything. I'll be posting.
Got you, got you. Give me couple days. Right now I'm with my
No
kids.
worries.
But moment I'm gonna go back to my sticks back in the mountains when I'm trying to fix myself. Then I'm gonna work on the videos. There's gonna be like Wednesday, Thursday, but I promise you, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna have cool stuff.
Thank
Stay
you,
safe,
brother.
and I'm pretty sure we're gonna kick off again extremely soon because I really did enjoy it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I enjoyed time with you as well. Hey, I got my cage jiu-jitsu match on Friday. My two friends, Trayvon and Evie, are making their MMA debuts. They're gonna kill it. So you meditate and pray for me, brother, and clear your mind in the mountains, and I'll be praying for you, brother. Put all devices down and listen. Just
I know.
listen.
I know. I know.
Well, God
Thank
bless you.
you.
Thank you so much, Rob.
You too. Have a good one, brother.
God bless you, man.